791, QS 5540, please.
540. Barefoot.
791, I think someone's on this one. Try 10 down, 530, sorry.
QSY. CQDX 9 Alpha Tango 791.
Buddy, I was just having me lunch in the other room and heard you call. 43AT113, just north of Brisbane, over.
43AT113.
113, 11-3, over.
Oh, good to hear you out there, man. You're sounding good. I'm running Barefoot right now off my radio. I hope you can hear me okay. I got you blasting in 10 and 20 over.
Something like that. I wasn't really looking. It was strong enough I could hear you from the other room whilst I was having lunch, over.
Oh, beautiful. I tell you what, I just kind of trashed my power supply, so it's not running my extra horsepower, if you know what I mean. So I just ordered a new power supply about a half hour ago. Anyway, so we have to run Barefoot out of this RCI 2980. It's probably about 30 watts right now.
30 watts. What's the antenna, please? My name is Jim, by the way.
Yeah, Jim, you got Joe on this side. I'm running a flat side Yagi, a Serio 3-element flat side Yagi beam pointed your way into the South Pacific.
Very good. 30 watts and a 3 LE, mate. Just doing well. 5 and 9, 59, Joe. No need to turn the foot warmer on.
I appreciate it for the flowers, Jim. I tell you what, you're sounding fantastic. Audio, 100%, and signal up into the red, man. Sounds like you're sitting right next to me, my friend.
I was actually facing down towards South America. So I heard you call, and that was from the other room, so I swung the Yagi around, and there you were. You popped up, man. You were really, really doing a great job. What's the time here? It's just after, of course it is, I'm having my lunch. 12 in the early afternoon, huh?
Okay, so it's 6:15 p.m. here, 6:15 p.m., and current temperature is 10.5 degrees Celsius. Clear sky, sunshine. It's still light out here, but it will get dark soon. We turn our clocks ahead this weekend, 1 hour ahead for spring.
What was that about? You're changing the time this weekend from daylight saving or something, is that correct?
That's right, that is correct. Saturday night, before we go to bed, turn the clocks ahead 1 hour.
Yeah. It's crazy down here. Some states do it and some states don't. So it's one big, what else?
It's the same here in Canada. I know Saskatchewan doesn't bother doing it, and but in the States it's the same. In the U.S. there's some states that don't do it.
I think it's a mess, you know. I'm not a daylight saving fan, but having said that, I don't care if we did do it. It's not really a big deal, but I just wish everyone would get on the same on board the same, you know. It'd be really nice.
I agree with you 100%, man. To me, it's a waste of time. I hate doing it. My wife has so many bloody clocks in our house. It takes me a half hour just to go through all the rooms and set all the clocks.
Radio time you're missing out on,
I dread it every year. I think, oh my God, when are they just going to make it one universal time? They're talking about it. I mean, they have talked about it. If California, Washington, and Oregon will do it, then British Columbia will do it because we're all on the same time zone.
I mean, it's just common sense, huh?
I agree with you. I don't even know why they did it in the first place. It doesn't make sense to me. So now it's really light earlier in the morning. So it's going to be lighter later. But when we turn the clocks ahead, it's going to be darker in the morning for us. And that kind of pisses me off a bit because I'm retired, semi-retired, and I took on this part-time job Tuesday to Thursday. I start at 4:55 a.m. in the morning. It starts getting light out at 6 a.m. now, which makes me happy. But when we turn those clocks ahead, it's going to be dark again at 6.
Yeah, mate. We're early morning people here. We wake up just before dawn normally, and it's my favourite time of day. And so anything screwing up with that. Anyway, like I said, it's no biggie for me. I mean, if they decided to do daylight saving here in Queensland, you just have to roll with it, you know. But we've got Queensland that doesn't do it, and then just below us New South Wales that does. So
Yeah, I know it doesn't make sense. I know. I think Australia's got 3 actual different time zones, correct?
Something like that, yeah. I can never keep up. I think Queensland and WA, maybe somebody else, but they're the only 2 major states that don't do daylight saving.
I see. Okay, yeah, we got 5 different time zones here in Canada. It's crazy, but like Saskatchewan doesn't do it. Isn't that funny? Out of all the provinces all across Canada, I think it's just Saskatchewan. The province of Saskatchewan doesn't change it.
Are you still using 30 watts?
Yeah, I'm still using the same.
You're still thinking it's 9, so it's not fluctuating too much. You're holding firm on 5.9, huh?
Yeah, I'm running the RCI 2980 WX base station, old D104 lollipop, and like I say, that 3-element serial Yagi 26 foot to the boom. And the radio right now, I'm looking at my watt meter, it's peaking up to about 30. That's about it. And what was your antenna again? You're running a Yagi QSL?
Yeah, you're in British Columbia, right?
Yeah, I'm on the Gulf Islands. I'm off the far southwest coast of British Columbia, out here on the Gulf Islands.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm just trying to put you on the cluster thing. Yeah, all right. My working condition, the engineer is a homemade 4-element long boom, and the radio's an old Yaesu Fox Tango 1000 Delta, all 25 kilos of those.
Love those radios, man. Gotta love those old Yaesus, man. That beam is working fantastic. Yeah, I'll leave you a comment on the cluster DX there. And yeah, we're out here on Salt Spring Island. So like Table Salt and Bouncy Spring. Salt Spring Island, QSL.
I'll just keep going for them. I don't have enough on this here. Cluster thing. But, yeah, all good, man. Yeah, so you're doing really well. Like I said, 30 watts is quite enough.
Yeah, if the conditions are right and you got a good antenna, it's all good there. So anyway, I just ordered a new power supply. I do have a big Pyramid here, 52 amp, but it's kind of on the fritz too, so I got a new 50 amp coming. And I only run, I have a bigger Texas Star 500, but most of the time I run my little RMKL 203P, just a small one.
Yeah, I'm not real familiar with those amplifiers. And what is the power supply you're getting again? What is that one that you want?
50 amp, a 50 amp power supply, and it's a Pyramid.
Actually. And is it a switch mode or linear?
Yeah, linear.
Anyway, like I said, my antenna is just a homemade job here, mate. I've got another 4-element commercial one that's about 16 foot long, and that held me on 10, but I just wanted something solely for 11, so I made this thing. It's been up a couple of years, and hopefully it won't fall out of the sky anytime soon. We've got a cyclone sitting off the coast, Joe, so it may well do so well.
I hope it doesn't damage anything there. I've been talking to a few stations in Australia, and they've been telling me about this cyclone, so hopefully it doesn't amount to too much, because I'm sure that could cause some damage there, QSL.
Oh, yeah, well, at the moment it's, we're watching it intently. Not that we can do anything, but at the moment it's just off us, going just off us a little bit here, but we're in the zone, it's in the possible zone, so to speak, so everyone's a little anxious, so we just got word, we live out in the sticks a bit, we just got word in towns like all the shelves are bare in the supermarkets, etc.
Yeah, you better batten down the hatches, and we get remnants of cyclones here on our island that come out of the tropics, and then they're more downgraded to, we get the wind and everything like that, and the last one we had was December 2018, it was around the 20th of December, and I've never seen so much damage in my life. Our power was out for 4 days, trees down on cars and houses, roads closed, power poles snapped in half. Is insane.
Yeah, one moment at the other station, mate, just one moment. We've sat through, we've been through a lot of cyclones. We lived up in the farm, up near the equator, in the far north for many years, and we set through. Actually, one was a Cat 5, and they're no fun. They're no fun at all. So we take them seriously. It's just we got all our supplies early on. We knew it was going to be a bit of a shit fight in town, so it always happens that way. So we got in early, mate.
Yeah, well, hopefully everything will be okay, and your antenna will be good. You'll be safe and sound, and hopefully your power doesn't go out too long. Maybe it won't go out at all. Like I say, ours was out for about 3 or 4 days during that one, and thank God the temperatures were mild enough anyway. It was about the first day of winter in 2018, and temperatures were sitting around 9 or 10 degrees Celsius. We didn't have any snow or anything, but boy, oh boy, the damage. I think there was 38 homes on our island that had trees across them. I drove around the island the next day in my Parks Department truck, and just looking at the damage, I just could not believe it.
Yeah. It was the same now. We live just outside of a town up in the far northwest, where we lived years ago, and all the power poles, it looked like a bunch of Skittles being bowled, and all the power went out in town. We were okay up where we still go. Just put in a little standalone station for all the rural area we were, so we were very lucky. But that's just the way it is, man, with cyclones. So you can't tell what they're going to do, and you just got to be prepped up. I was cutting some trees down, predominantly branches, but the odd tree as well around out. We've got aerial power lines in for our house, so I just wanted to keep that absolutely clear, because the trees, and cyclonic winds, man, they'll go horizontal.
Oh, absolutely, and especially eucalyptus trees end up breaking branches off and stuff. During that hurricane or cyclone we had here, the event, we had 100-foot tall eucalyptus trees in front of our house, and one of them took a big lean, and it did end up falling over. So the wife said to me, we got to get those cut down. I grew them from seed too. They were big mountain gum trees, Eucalyptus dullarium, beautiful trees, but we actually had to get them removed because they started to drop some big branches.
Yeah, we did some 17s and we bought spaces, and planted some trees too close to that sort of stuff. I mean, we should have known. We've done it all before up north and with statutory cyclones and seen what damage trees can do, and I don't know, we still made the same mistake when we come here, but anyway, you say you live and learn, but maybe in our case we don't know.
Exactly. Hey, Jim, what part of Australia were you in again? Were you like up by Cairns?
Again?
What was your QTH in Australia? What part of Australia again? I forget.
Well, at the moment I'm just north of Brisbane. And where we were was up in the far northwest in the Kimberley region near a town called Broome, probably had a small acreage about 20 kilometres outside of Broome.
Beautiful. I bet you it's a beautiful area there, man. You gotta love it. And I think you guys are going into fall right now, right? Your season is fall, and we're going into spring, QSL.
Yeah, man, this is our favourite time of year. Summer's too hot for us these days. I guess it's just an age thing, but it never used to bother me. We lived up north with all our heat for so long, but I doubt whether we could do that these days. And we get a little bit affected by the summer here too, so it's not as long and as harsh, but we really look forward to autumn and winter, mate. Winter's not really winter like you guys know.
Yeah, exactly. Your winters are mild, and it's almost probably subtropical there. Our winters here on the island are wet. We have wet winters out here on the Pacific Islands, but the rest of Canada, it's a completely different story. And we had about a week and a half of winter here in early February, and that was it for our winter, QSL.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, we like getting outdoors. We've got a couple of motorbikes, so we like getting out on them and things like that. So we can't wait to throw the swags on, mate.
That's the way to do it, man. When I lived on the mainland many moons ago, I always had dirt bikes. I was always doing a trail riding. I go riding up into the mountains and stuff. Absolutely wonderful, man.
Yeah. As long as you get outdoors, I reckon. I spend way too much time in front of this thing. Every time I come inside for a break, I end up in front of the radio for some reason. It's like a magnet.
That's the problem, this is more my winter hobby. And on a summer day, God forbid if I actually come in here and turn on the radio and hear some good DX coming in, because then I do get stuck in front of this thing when I should be out maybe doing some gardening and some yard work.
Yeah, form doesn't get mowed too much. But anyway, my excuse now is at the moment the mowing will have to wait until after the cyclone.
There you go. That's okay. You know what? This is a good hobby. I love this hobby, and I'm sure you've been into it a long time. I've been into it since 1977. I'm going to be 61 at the end of this month, so it's something I've never given up. I've always loved doing this.
Many times I've been cooked with one thing or another, but I'm still, it gives you something to do while you're laid up at home. It's a handy hobby.
Absolutely. You meet a lot of people, at least on the radio. You may never meet them in person, but you certainly talk to them over and over again.
That's it. Nothing like a good chinwag joke, sure.
I agree with you, man. I cannot believe your signal, man. It's still 20 over. So anyway, I should roll. I'm going to go in the house there. I got my wife's daughter in there. I should socialize with her. My wife took off for Arizona yesterday for a week. So she's down in Sedona, Arizona, and then Mesa, soaking up the sun down there. So I better go in there, and maybe we just had some tacos for dinner, and I better bring in some dessert.
Oh, dessert. We just had lunch here ourselves. I came in for lunch, had lunch, and here I am with a coffee. Enjoy your dinner, Joe. Thank you so much. I appreciate the chat, mate.
You betcha, Jim. Hey, I'll leave you a comment on 11 Cluster DX. And, man, been a pleasure, buddy. And we'll be listening for you again there. 43 Alpha Tango 113. Australia, 9 Alpha Tango 791 out here in the Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Cheers and beers.
Cheers, Joe. Have a wonderful dinner and evening, and we'll do it again soon. 98791 43AT113.
Thanks, Jim.